Do you know what's worse than not going to a K-pop concert? Having a terrible time at a K-pop concert. That's why you've come to the right place, because in this video we're going to be talking about K-pop concert tips. These are not tips to be front row barricade, because those are different needs and different times. Here we're focusing on how to have a good view, how to have a good time. Let's start. I'm going to be structuring this video in 3 parts. Part number 1, before the concert. Part number 2, during the concert. Part number 3, you guessed it, after the concert. I will also be putting timestamps on a comment, maybe on the description of the video. Why is my cat pooping while I film this video? We wonder. Just give me a minute. I need to take care of this. Yeah. Let's take a look at my credentials though. I have been to numerous K-pop festivals. I have been to numerous K-pop concerts. So I think I have collected a significant amount of tips. As always, if you want to add or contest any of them, please do it in the comments below. I love to have a discussion, of course. As your mom always told you, as all the beauty gurus always say, hydration is important. You have to hydrate. I see what you're thinking. Val, how am I gonna hydrate if I'm gonna have to pee and I'm in the middle of an ocean of people? I know. I am what people would call an avid peer. So here are my tips. Hydration is a long-term game. You have to hydrate days before the concert. If you are very well hydrated days before, you reduce your chances at dehydration on said day. 2 days before, you're gonna make sure you're having your doctor's recommended amount of water, which is, I guess, 8 glasses. Last time I checked, so that the day itself, you already have like a good base to start with. 2 hours before my last bathroom break, I reduce the hydration. And from then on, you have to keep hydrating, but be strategic about it. Hydrate little but frequently after your last bathroom break until the end of the event. Going to the bathroom in the middle of a crowd is not ideal, but you know what's worse? Fainting in the middle of a crowd and missing your concert. So hydration is better than no hydration at any situation. And you just have to do it like little by little, zip, zip, zip. Don't be afraid, you'll get through this. And I also have tips for actually going to the bathroom. If you're sitting, you're already in a way better position about bathroom breaks. You still might be a bit afraid of having to go to the bathroom mid-performance, miss your favorite song. Like, imagine. No. There might be like some VCR thing. VCR, for those that are not familiar with K-pop that much. The videos that they put in certain moments of the concert while the artists change most of the time. Where you see them like chasing a meteor, falling in the sky, looking pensive, stare at the horizon. It's a lot of like cool shots. That's basically a VCR. Usually you can also go there, but that's difficult. First, because people will go there, and second, because it's really not that long. So what I would suggest you do instead is that you look at the set list. On Spotify, you just look for a playlist that has all the songs listed, and you're gonna have to sacrifice a song, potentially. A best case scenario, you don't go to the bathroom. This is a reassure your mind, you can go to the bathroom, look at the set list, pick 1 or 2 gaps where you're like, okay, these 1 or 2 songs here I can miss. I will be sad, but it will not be the end of the world. And based on that, you just know, after this song, I need to sprint to the bathroom and be back to my seat within 6 minutes. You know how they don't let you, maybe you don't know this, that they don't let you bring water bottles inside the venue. Like they will take them out of you at the security checks, mainly because of the water cap. So you either bring the water bottle without that, or you don't bring the water bottle. Anyways, they will take it away from you. You can always buy more water inside, but usually they also remove this cap. So you're in the same conundrum, if you will, regardless. So the solution to this is to be smart about it. Some people hide the cap somewhere, separated from the bottle. Personally, I'm a rule follower, so that stresses me out too much, even though probably nothing terrible happens if you manage to be caught with that. In any case, I think there are some things online, soft and elastic, so you can use it instead. Or you are cheap like myself and you just bring like some kind of plastic wrap, either a hair tie or a little, I don't know what they're called, an elastic thing to tie it. You take the bottle, you cover it with the plastic, and then you tie the thing around. Off you go. Obviously, this doesn't work if you're gonna have your water bottle dancing within your backpack, because you will have a problem. But if you have like a purse and you know that your water bottle is somewhat stable, you can live with it. Concluding the food section, maybe prepare nutrient-rich snacks. I mean, in some venues they don't let you enter with packaged food. Weird. What are nutrient-rich foods? You may be wondering. Nutritional bars, nuts, even gummies. Even though they don't fill you up so much, they at least boost you with like a shock of calories. So that works, I guess. Things you need to pack. Batteries for your light stick if you have a light stick. This thing, it's batteries. I honestly don't know if why they designed this to be like going through batteries at the speed of an electric rocket taking off, but somehow just have them in your purse and exchange them and give them to people that need batteries, because the concert I've been to, I have seen people always asking for batteries. So make sure you pack some extra ones. When you leave a venue, usually they have a list of forbidden items. Usually batteries are allowed, but just check in case you don't want to waste your money. When you're picking your concert outfits, be mindful of not having a huge hat, huge things popping out of your head. Any extra centimeter, any extra inch that you have on top of you, it's less view possibilities for the people behind you. Maybe if you're very short, this is your time to shine. But if you're already tall like me, just try to avoid creating more height. The final tip is that if you're going to a stadium concert, a festival, something that is outside, which is the case for a lot of the Stray Kids concerts this summer, at least in Europe, make sure you bring a rain poncho. I'm pretty sure if you have stayed, you have seen Lino with his poncho in the Latin American leg of the tour. Cute! That was amazing. That was great poncho advertisement. They also sell them at the venues usually, but by the time it rains, the queue will be huge. So you might as well just bring your own. You can buy some in like sports places like Decathlon, etc. Or you can order them online if you have enough time. They're very foldable. They look like those little shopping bags. Literally can hook to your purse, the hoops of your pants. This is, if anything, the most important tip. And you know what it is? It's your mental state. Mentality is king to have a good time at a concert. I worry about everything. I feel a bit anxious when I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm usually like, especially because, you know, I get it. It's the one chance you have to see your favorite group perform. Stakes are high, but in order to have the best time, you need to flow. There's many things you cannot control in a concert, but you can always know that you are flowing and having the best time possible. I learned this thanks to a friend, Tere, that I go to a lot of concerts with. And the first time we saw Stray Kids, it was too much. Like I was panicking that something will go wrong and oh no, everything will be ruined. And she was like, we're just gonna chill. Things will likely annoy us, but whatever. It's not what matters. What matters is not the person that is annoying next to you. What matters is literally all the great things that are also around you. That is such a relief to have in your head. And eventually, you're just flowing, you're open to possibilities. Things go way better than you expect because you're not really so fixated in the one outcome you want. As I say in Spanish and maybe many Latin languages, lo que será, será. What will be, will be. It has guaranteed a great experience no matter what, because you're like, it's good, we're good, let's go. You underestimate most of the time how much better you can see when there is a little space between you and the person in front. But if you are in the middle of the crowd, more in front than those behind you, right? Logically, you might not be seeing better, because most of the time, if somebody is super close to you and they're either your height or a little bit taller, you don't see much. It might be a better strategy in most cases, unless you're very at the front, to take a bit of space. If needed, go a bit to the back and you'll be surprised at how much better you see. I understand that in some situations, everybody's just really trying to go to the front and everybody's really tight and it's impossible. But if there is the possibility, you can try to create a little bit of space, not enough that somebody would be in front of you, but not also that you're like breathing on somebody's ear. This is a little segue to the next point, which is to keep yourself safe. Concerts are the greatest thing. They're also an event that can be harmful, deadly even. First of all, a spot where the exits are. It's like a plane. You just need to know where you need to go if there is anything that goes wrong. And when it comes to your own personal space, protect your chest. This core section of you is quite literally the most essential besides your head. When you're in a crowd, make sure your arms are not down, but here, so that you can always create a little gap and breathe. If you at some point you cannot pull your arm up, then it's time to leave. I mean, it's better to be at the back. It's always better to be safe than being there in the front with a really, really dangerous situation. This is a very serious point. It's not worth it. No matter who you're watching, it's not worth it to literally risk your life. You know this moment where you're in a concert and the person in front is filming the entire show? Don't be that. Don't be this person. The chances that you will look back at your 2-hour-long videos of this concert are extremely slim. It not only takes you out of the experience because you're focused on your camera, even though you're just holding it and not really looking at it, even if you're like that, you're still holding your arm there. It hurts your own enjoyment, but it also kind of pisses off everybody around you because people usually leave their phones higher than they are, and that blocks the view from everybody else. I also agree that you want to have your own video that reminds you of this experience that you had, because it's so precious to you. So I say definitely film some things, but be a bit strategic about what you want to film. Think about the things that you really want to film and make sure that you capture those. And in most case scenarios, the people at the front, truly front barricade, they will get the fan cams that we need to see. There's always a moment of excitement when everybody puts their phone out and try to film things. Those are the worst moments to film because you most likely will just have a bunch of hands in front of your screen. It might be better to take a chill and film the second chorus. Along the same lines, if you bring a sign, please don't hold it up the entire time. I feel like I've seen clips of the artists themselves being like, put it down. You will hold them at specific times, for example, when they're talking, so that they will see it. There are concerts, for example, in Harry Styles, where there is a specific moment where people show their signs. I think that's such a good idea because then artists have the time to actually read things. I love seeing signs, to be honest. Big fan of people with funny signs in concerts. The sign thing also applies for light sticks. Like, I know we all want to be like, woo, that's great, but also don't do this the entire concert. First, your arms, ouch, but also kind of annoying, isn't it? I feel like in concerts overall, you need to treat others the way you want to be treated, basically. Just be as mindful as possible as you can of the other people. Still having a good time, still doing your thing, like having your light stick up. It's fun, but it's equally good if you do this, right? For the artist to see that you're cheering. And to conclude this during section, why not something debatable and controversial? When you're sitting, should you be sitting or should you be standing? I feel like many people have very valid points about this. I get it. Some people can't stand, that's why they're getting sitting. Or they can stand, but they don't want to be standing the whole time. But I also understand that even if you're sitting, you want to enjoy the concert to the maximum. That means singing along, dancing along. Honestly, let me know what you think about this debate. I don't think there is a one and only answer to this. I think it depends on the situation. I see both points. In my case, when I buy sitting tickets, I'm already mentally prepared that I will not be sitting. You know what I mean? My standing and my sitting will be dictated by the person in front of me. They stand, I stand, they sit, I can choose to sit. I have 3 tips for after the concert. I know you stayed this long in this video. I hope you're having a good time. Tell me, which concert are you going to? I'm going to see Stray Kids in the summer, but I'm also seeing Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Blackpink. I'm so excited. This summer, have alternatives on how to get back home. Is it a metro? Is it a bus? What are the alternatives? At that time of the evening, is it even running? You know what I mean? Are they like Uber pickup spots? Are they taxi spots? Do they have electric scooters that you can take? In that case, do you have the app already on your phone? When they're like huge masses, a lot of the times your internet is also a bit buggy, at least in Europe. Maybe it's a European thing, I don't know. Maybe I should have put this in there before. Well, what are the things that I've done to get out of a concert? Walked, I've taken electric scooters, buses. Oh, the buses are the worst because it's just madness. I feel like in the metro is bad, but the metro like will close its doors and go. The buses are like wildlands. Post-concert sadness, it's real. Like it's a real sadness you will feel. It's a bit empty. It will never be as good anymore. Even if it's silly, it's just so real. So my tip here is just to take care of yourself, to be honest. Just allow yourself to be sad. Allow yourself to talk to other people about this, even though it sounds a bit silly. If you know, you know. It's this kind of thing, you know. If you don't have people around you that you can talk these things to, obviously there is also people online going through the same thing. And there is also you. So you can soothe yourself. Go take a little bath, watch your favorite series. Be nice to yourself and cherish those memories. There is no solution to this except waiting it out, going through it. But such is the beauty of a concert. Kind of in line with the post-concert sadness would be to look for other live music going around in your city. I feel like going to live concerts or live events allows you literally to be present in that moment. That's it for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful concert experience. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if I forgot something or if you have a tip that really works for you. I'll be very interested to also add that to my list. Bye.